Hello and welcome to Hockey Time on Memory to Video Productions. I'm
Mike on the wing, centering pass, backhand score!
Go in, Scooter with it, sends it across for Kane, and it's in the net, and they have a power play goal!
The other point, big shot, right on, and the glove save! Neal having words with Campbell, and now Mario steps in there, and now all chaos breaks loose.
Bases to center right, where he is bombed by his teammates from Lemonster.
Hello and welcome to Hockey Night at PISA, brought to you by Memory to Video Productions. I'm your host and play-by-play man, Dean Cornelio. I'll be calling the action tonight from up here, and I'm joined alongside my partner, Christian Recinos, and behind the camera tonight is Brian Freeman for us. We bring you F1 roller hockey action. It's the finals, the championships. This is Game 2 here from Plainville Indoor Sports Arena. The Allies victorious in Game 1 triumphantly 10-1 over the Screaming Eagles. The Eagles, the #1 seed, Christian, and you wouldn't have known it from the performance in the first game. Allies dominated from the get-go, scoring 2 goals in the first shift. 4-1 lead after 1, 7-1 after 2, and onward from there. You played on this team. Does that surprise you at all? What are their strengths here with the Allies?
One of the best starts I've seen that we've had since I was playing on the team. Like 2 goals in the first shift. That's really good. Usually we start off struggling, scoring, and then we kind of find our game within the second period. So scoring 2 goals first shift, that's amazing, especially 19 seconds in by Brett.
Right, Kelly and Monska on the same shift, boom, beat Joycelyn Gianfrido down there, and from there, she got off her game. It's a bit of a goalie matchup, but when they score quickly on her, like I'm guessing the plan is tonight, they can get her off her game. Is that correct?
Yeah, let's hope. I mean, hopefully that 10-1 loss definitely is in her head. Like she wants to, it's like bothering her. That was one big thing we always noticed starting off the games, where she would get into her head, and then the game would be over for her.
And I spoke with her before the game, and she's like, "Yeah, it could be another one of those games." So we'll see if it is one of those games. Clearly, the Eagles have other ideas. They were the #1 seed here. They were 9-1 in the season. They're 10-2 as they won a semifinal game. Their only 2 losses of the season, both to the Allies. So we're getting ready for the opening face-off. They're about to drop the ball. Allies and Screaming Eagles. Game 2, opening face-off, coming up next. And here we go. It is Kelly getting the opening draw, loses it, and the Eagles quickly on the forecheck. Oh, there's
a nice save by Jim. Beautiful. That was fast one up the middle. That was
Hunter able to stop twice on Keith Millen. That is one of their leading scorers. He's got 18, leads the team at 18 goals in 7 games.
He's been cold lately, so hopefully his cold streak will last.
He has. They've been a little cold, clearly, especially after Game 1.
We're okay, 2-on-1 right here. Perfect. Oh,
and that hit the glass.
I'm going to tie up and back. Oh, nice pass up the middle.
Kelly with a one-time chance. Now he tried to stuff it home. And Joycelyn makes the first save. Gianfrido's an interesting story. You and I were talking before the game, Christian. She's 5-0 in net. She actually won the goalie trophy with a 87.7 save percentage. Yet the same Gianfrido in the other 5 games scored 14 points.
14 points, more than I've had in some seasons. She's the goalie.
She's multi-dimensional, multifaceted, but clearly the play in net didn't shine and didn't look like the top goalie in that first game for her. Millen, now you see Millen out there right here going after the ball. Rockville, number 19. Millen, back in his high school days, played for Rockville High School, and he's still sporting the jersey. Still fits him, so he must still be in okay shape.
Yeah, right.
But Millen was an outstanding ice hockey player. He coaches ice hockey now.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. High school ranks, and now he's here playing roller, trying to get his team back for a. They got to win 2 in a row, though. Here's Benning. Benning got a couple goals in the season.
Yeah. Benning's been solid defenseman. He's smart. He knows where to play the ball every time.
He's defensive minded too.
Oh yeah. Nice tie up.
And Hunter made a good stop on the backhand by Oganowski. That's Billy in front of the net for the Eagles.
Change up. Delgado's down on the ice.
Look out! That ball bouncing in and they score. So Kelly
Kelly with the trickling. And the Allies starting off fast again.
Just 2 minutes, under 2 minutes.
2 minutes in. Yeah, minute 49.
So again, that's when you look at how that goal went in. She made the save, it bounced right over
yeah.
her. You got to see if it's going to throw her off her game.
Oh, those are the ones that usually do. They were the ones that they're the ones that are stupid ones that aren't supposed to go in.
Right.
That's one that affect her the most. So we'll see how this plays out.
And here's a backhand pass looking for Oganowski. Pass behind him. Mumblo after it.
Nice little poke.
And
check.
Casey.
Casey's coming up the middle. Casey's had some of the best hands I've seen in PISA.
Yeah, you've played with him. You've been off here from the Allies for 1 or 2 seasons?
Yeah, two seasons.
2 seasons.
All 2016 so far.
But as Hunter makes that save, that we should note, this is Hunter's first playoff game here in Plainville as a goaltender.
Yeah, just because you just moved here from Pennsylvania.
And I believe it was Mumblo who played net.
He's been the backup, still backup right now from everything. He played the first 2 games actually in the playoffs.
Right.
Jim couldn't make it.
So it's interesting, though. You know the history of this team. As you and Delgado started this group, this organization, but you were talking about me before the game to me about their history of goaltending at times issues.
Oh,
but
say the least.
What, such as you had to play goal once, didn't you?
Yeah. There was one game where our goalie didn't even let us know that he wasn't coming, and so I couldn't even borrow some pads, so I literally had to borrow PISA pads. Nothing fit. Straps were broken. Had to use my my regular skates. It was a mess. I'd never played goal in my life, so.
Let me guess, the save percentage wasn't 100%.
No, we're going to say I think I was lucky to be above 50.
Here's 23 for centering pass, and that's broken up by Delgado. Delgado's got some wheels up the right wing side.
Nice move by Delgado. Ooh,
and good save.
Trying to go 5-hole. Oh,
just wide
by Casey. Cody.
That was John Cody. He led the league in scoring, 23 goals, 29 points did Cody.
That's his first year, I think. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good.
Delgado. Funny thing, as we look at the scoring from the first game, Delgado, he had 2 goals. All season, he had 5. So he scored 40% of his season total. More impressively, though, you and I talked about Monska. Greg Monska, who wears number 67. He scored twice. What was his regular season total?
2 goals.
Exactly. So he matched the season total.
That's when the time counts.
4 minutes into play, still 1-0 Allies on a goal by Kelly.
Around, little pressure. Nice pressure by Jim.
And it'll be Mumblo.
Coming around.
We got all the players on one side, though.
Dumping. Got Benning. Around the corner. Got Delgado.
Oganowski, top the circle, puts it wide.
Just wide. Hunter saw that.
Oganowski. Billy has a son, Skylar, who plays in juniors. He is probably the best junior player here in Plainville. Number 3 on the Eagles, who's right in front there, parked the side of the net, but a good effort.
Taking after his father or no?
Well, he's, Billy comes in here with 14 goals, 21 points. Spencer probably has a little more than that. Skylar probably has a little more than that. And he plays in tournaments. He's a good player. He's got a lot of potential, and pretty soon he'll probably be joining his dad's team.
We'll see soon.
So
got a nice little lineup change now for forwards. Kelly's back out with Monster.
Yep. Why change something that was successful, especially the first game, right?
Yeah.
One of the issues the first game was the speed.
Oh, yeah.
The Eagles couldn't keep up with Allies' speed.
Incredibly fast. The kid's all over the rink.
So all you got to do is give the ball to him.
Oh, yeah. I played on his line, actually. And
that's why you had 30 assists.
Yeah, exactly. my best seasons were when I was on his line. I would just chase it to the end and then just dump it back, and he was right there, and he would just pop it right in.
6:04 to play, first period. Dean Cornelio, Christian Recinos, and Brian Freeman behind the camera for us. Doing the tough work, the dirty work, we just get to talk. So
that's the easy part.
We appreciate Brian's effort tonight. Benning tries to send across, it was deflected, look out.
Nice.
Rieger knocks it to the
A
boards.
little bit in the way, but nice.
And here's Kelly. Kelly, you said he has wheels.
Oh,
And he gets it up
he's up
to,
there. He's up ahead of the ball before it got there. Oh,
almost tapped it in
nice,
there.
nice save. That was
Joycelyn.
bobbled it, but
Yep. Joycelyn equal to the task on that one.
another defensive lineup change. Delgado's back out. Rieger's still on the rink.
These two teams split the regular season matchup. Eagles winning 6-4, season opener. Rematch went to the Allies 5-4 before they met here in the finals.
I guess
In the semis, both teams had, well, the Eagles especially had a tough matchup. They played the 4-seed home Bruins and only won 10-9 in the semis, though in the 1-4 game.
I think that goes against their the speed factor we talked about earlier. Their home Bruins are a fast team. I think they're probably the fastest team in the division. From what I
Well, that
saw.
would explain
Yeah.
if they had trouble, clearly that not if they did, when they had trouble with the Allies, and maybe some of the same issues as you're mentioning with
for
home
sure.
Bruins.
Yeah, they're definitely a new team in the division. Home Bruins. They came in like late December. I think I was 15.
So a couple seasons they've
Yeah.
been in.
Yeah, the Screaming Eagles have been here since I started. They're one of the originals.
Here's Millen behind the net,
Corner.
surveys the situation,
Oh, tap
centers.
forward. Nice little diving block by Kelly. Break up the play.
Here's Millen, blocked by
Nice
Rieger,
to the body by Rieger. Now tie him up.
stick save, and cover.
Nice.
So Hunter will gladly take a whistle with the ball kind of
Yes.
bouncing around on his
Good
side.
bombardment on his end. Eagles screaming back.
Hunter was 5-1 overall in the regular season, just over 4 goals against, had an 85.5 save percentage. So for his first real season here, not a bad performance.
Not bad. I'm happy that they found someone to replace Mitch. That was a disappointing loss for us for sure. But just when we had those goalie problems, we found
Mitch is, we mentioned in our previous broadcast, Mitch is the founder of Console Energy Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
That's
Home of the Penguins.
That's crazy. I did not.
So that's why he can retire and move to. Why do you think he moved to
He
Pennsylvania?
got that ring. He was all set.
That's all he needed. There was a ring here to prove that he's all set. You're right. Millen the other way. 2-on-2. Slapper. Hunter the stop. And Delgado.
Nice save. Delgado in the corner. Jumps it up to Cody. We got Monska coming on the side.
John's shot was blocked by the defenseman. I think that's Raymond, number 10. They have a 10 and a 14. We have them listed as the same player. That makes it difficult. So,
Tad. I used to do that.
hey, you got to
It was a 15 to 24.
two different numbers, and then we just give the same. Whoever scores the same guy gets the goal.
Exactly.
That helps your stats. Smart thinking. Millen in the corner. Delgado on him, off the side of the cage. Delgado will take it.
Eagles get off the pressure.
Benning has Cody across.
Pops it up. Straight to the Eagles. All right, 2-on-2 here.
Oh!
Post, slower post.
Right off the post.
No goal.
This number 14 raised his arms as if to win in.
Yeah. Oh,
And that goes in.
Snuck it through.
As I mentioned,
1-1.
Billy Oganowski
2:55 left in the game.
in the
Not
period.
game, period. Period.
So Eagles, Oganowski ties it, and maybe the old man takes after the son, or vice versa. Maybe
Yeah,
the son
we'll see.
takes after the old man, but as I mentioned, both gifted offensive players. Now we know where Skylar might have gotten it from. We'll have to credit the old man. Got to make him feel good.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So
We got the speed line back up. Hopefully.
Oganowski calling for it. He gets it there to the back and he scores!
Two fast goals by Oganowski.
In 7 seconds.
All right. See if the Alex can bounce back, respond to this.
So, the Eagles had their first lead of the series. They fell behind 4-0 in the first period last game before scoring one before the end of the period. And the Allies just continued to dominate after that.
Back to that.
But now they have a 2-1 lead, and we'll see if they play with a different mindset with a lead instead, which they haven't had all finals.
Yeah, we'll see how they do.
Oganowski goes around the boards. Savoy lost it. Shot looking stick side high.
Troy's got it.
That was 67, Mr. Monska, with the opportunity from the left wing side.
We have a single defensive change coming up.
We should mention the Allies will have a couple of key players tonight. Mike Lewis, he's working, and yeah, Pete Hughes.
I'm trying to remember now if Pete Hughes is an original. I think he was the second session after he started, but
So he's been a long time ally.
he's been around for a while.
But he had 10 points, and Lewis had 13 points, and Lewis scored 2 goals in the first game
Yeah,
of the finals. So
wasn't that.
missing him due to work issues.
I can all understand that one.
Absolutely. Oh, nice idea. Rieger, and it's
Usually that's me and Delgado.
coincidentally Rieger and Delgado.
Usually I'm the one on the ring doing that.
You're gonna have to tell us that story when we get a chance, but heard a little bit about that before the game too. We know Delgado tends to get in the way, but
Oh yeah.
not you. But anyway, great
it's
save
always
by
me.
Hunter, and he stopped
that's a good one.
Oganowski. That would have been a natural hat trick for Billy.
Yeah, I would
But-
have fast one too.
So, what happened? When did you collide? What?
It's during warm-ups.
Oh, that's even more
warm-up.
embarrassing.
I was going down from the top.
Yep.
Just shooting on the goalie, just trying to practice my stick handling a little bit. Wasn't paying attention. I lost it right away. Well, Delgado comes right into the center of me, and I look up, and he's just right in front of me. And then I just go right under him, and just knock him on his feet. He has no idea.
Did either of you get injured in warm-ups?
We did not.
Oh, okay. So you were both able to. You were both able to play in the game.
More just
That
pride
would've-
than anything.
That would have made it even more amusing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Should one of you or both of you had been knocked out in pre-game warm-ups?
I can barely live it down now, let alone if I knocked either of us out.
Here's an opportunity for the Eagles, but picked up instead by Benning. Benning scores on his own goalie.
There, Jimmy.
Oh, with 1:04 left.
Yeah, can't bring it through the center. Couple costly errors by the Allies early.
So an own goal, we'll call it. I think the closest player would get credit, and that would have been the defenseman.
Yeah, he might have poked it in a little bit.
But the bottom line is, it was really Benning who backhanded it home. So, you know, it's behind him,
It's loose.
and he's able to cover last minute as Millen's shot almost squeaked through. He had a great view of it up here.
Yeah,
We know Freeman got that on the camera.
that's hold your breath moment right there.
So it's 3-1 on an unconventional goal with 1:04 left. We know Benning's defensive-minded defenseman. He wants to get any points the way he can.
Oh yeah.
So that one, I
gonna
think he-
beat himself up for that one for sure.
Uh-oh.
Nice knockout.
Millen, and that one squeaked through the pads of Hunter, and fortunately for Hunter and the Allies, it went wide the posts. That's blocked.
Nice block by Cody to break up the play.
Good chance. Millen tried to send it across. Well, Millen's here. Waved at.
Stick.
Didn't touch it though, so it won't be.
So we're good.
That shot blocked by Delgado.
He's used the body by Delgado. At least doing something.
Delgado.
Brings it up. He's got Cody. So we try to get it to him.
Oh, center looking for Delgado. Went off the pad of John Frito. Joycelyn, we should mention, also plays ice hockey. She plays at Newington Arena, Tier 4 ice, for a team called the Cobras, and plays some goal for them as well. So she's all over the place. And time runs out in the first period. One the Allies would like to forget. They took the 1-0 lead in the first 2 minutes on a goal by Mr. Kelly. But from there, it was the Oganowski show with a couple 2 and 7 seconds. And then Jim Benning accidentally putting it in his own net. And to make it 3-1 Eagles. So at this point, you know, if you're on that Allies bench, Christian, what do you think is being said? You played for this team. What is Delgado trying to convey to the squad?
He's just trying to tell everybody to shake it off. It's one period, and they killed
Settle
him
down.
last game. Just settle down, play your game, and just do what you had to do. Use the speed line. There's a couple costly errors. Let's take it slow and
clearly,
game,
you know, you want to get the next goal if you can, because
Oh,
if you get further behind these guys, it's going to be tough to come back. But
Yeah, the best
if you
team in the league.
can get a quick one, Kelly did get a quick one on John Frito, but she played well the rest of the period. If you can get a quick one here, maybe you get some doubt in her mind.
exactly. He's going to want to get more shots on net too.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many. If anything, they were wide, so they have to. They really have to pressure her to make the saves because, like we said, that she will she will let it get to her head a little bit.
You mentioned the getting more shots on net, and I think that's a key point because looking at first period stats, the Eagles held a 15-5 shot advantage
3 times.
on the Allies. So that's
3 goals.
that's not going to win you many games.
No, I haven't seen many. See what they can do. Switch sides. Put the speed line back out. Pace off.
Again, Toganowski, who's got the pair already, and he plays it to the boards.
Right to Kelly. Didn't see it.
Backhanded out by Savoy, and it's
Got
Rieger. Yep.
Benning.
Benning,
They've been playing together
at
for a
least this
while.
time, Benning put it behind the net and not in.
Not into it.
So that was a positive start. Little positive reinforcement here for Benning.
Sure. It's a rare error for the guy.
It's true.
I'm
Very true.
surprised by that one. I have not seen Jim make many mistakes.
Jim.
Brett on the forecheck is like none other.
And Jim has a son who also played some competitive hockey. Went to University of Rhode Island. Now he teaches. So AJ Benning, and that one
That was just wide.
just wide of Hunter. So hockey runs in the family of Mr. Benning. Big fan of the St. Louis Blues as well. But he was feeling the Blues after that one went in.
Oh yeah.
Here's Savoy on his backhand.
Boy, there's really another Eagles.
Sends across. Shot wide of Hunter. Savoy again has Oganowski at the point. Savoy put it on goal.
Kelly, this is where we see the speed.
One-on-one here. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, just
And
wide.
yep. They haven't. One thing we I think it's worth pointing out is that speed we were talking about. I don't know if we've seen it much this game. There hasn't been much of a difference. The Eagles,
a little flat this game, I think.
yeah, the Eagles haven't been caught by it, outplayed by it.
Exactly.
So
Wide open. Oh,
John Frito, a good stop with the blocker.
little tie up. Oh, no loss of stick.
Oganowski. Billy will carry
2-on-2.
over the line. Blocked by Rieger.
Nice play by Rieger. Getting his way.
Rieger also very defensive-minded, but steady.
Yeah, steady.
Steady.
Solid.
Yep.
She'll definitely likes to play back, while Jim will come up a little bit.
Millen leaves it. Player knocked down. Oh, and that would have been a great chance had it been taken away. Kelly now, and it's going to be Monska. Monska,
Monska, Kelly trailing. Nice block.
block, Justin. And-
Beat Rieger thought it went down. Kelly. Pressure from behind.
Oh, nice save.
Nice poke save. Right off the block.
John Frito already a lot. I think it's also worth pointing out, we didn't mention this, in the first game that favored the Allies 10-1, the ironic thing about that, the Eagles outshot them 27-22.
Did they?
They scored on almost 50% of their opportunities. Tonight, not even close.
Not even. Oh, wow, yeah.
So that was you never see that type of statistic.
Yeah, that's a rare one.
But this is a
Especially
different John Frito tonight.
If he's trying to play
Millen the turnaround. Oh, and Hunter will
Trickler.
cover. Millen, again, gifted forward, and he was in his high school days and continued to play men's league, coaches, and clearly here in F1, one of the top scorers as well. So he was second. Cody led the league, 23, and then it was Kelly and Millen who had 18 each in the regular season.
Yeah.
Kelly for the Allies. So
Yeah, let's see if the Allies can get Cody going. He's top scoring.
down to 7.5 to play, second period. Still a 3-1 lead for the Eagles, all the scoring in the first period of play. Dean Cornelio, Christian Recinos with you. Brian Freeman behind the camera. Benning.
Back behind the net. Beautiful.
Delgado tries
the
to
other
play
way
it,
around.
and it's...
Got Mumblo.
Yep.
Try and get it out here. Ref gets in the way.
Dean Dion. Talk about a guy who's reffed a lot of games, especially ice hockey and here. He's one of them.
Yeah, definitely one of the veterans.
And that one right in front, and it trickles home.
There's some tough breaks for the Allies.
Another trickler.
4-1 about halfway through the period.
19 Millen is going to get credit on the goal, but
Hunter grabbing his helmet a little bit there. He starting to get frustrated, I think. Let's hope it doesn't bother him for the rest of the game.
the good news is that's why it's 2 out of 3.
Exactly.
You're allowed to have a mix-up or one-off game, but
hey, we're good.
it's only 4-1. Roller hockey changes very quickly.
Oh, for sure. And like we said earlier, this is his first playoff game. He's probably getting the butterflies out and everything. And he's had some tough breaks. I can't blame him for really any of these goals.
He made a good save there on Millen, and another shot from the right wing, and another chance. That, another goal, and you cannot blame.
That was not Hunter's fault at all. He made a beautiful diving save, and you know how he made the first one.
He made the first 3, I was going to point out, and the first 3, that's 2 goals there in 27 seconds. Again, the Eagles strike quickly. It was in the first period, Oganowski back-to-back 7 seconds apart. Now in the second, it's now 5-1. 2 goals in, 23 seconds. So it's 5-1. Oganowski again in front. That ball's bouncing, and Hunter stays with it and covers in the crease. That would have been another unlucky goal. But he's able to keep that one out.
Oh, for sure. I can see Delgado calling a timeout soon. Usually when they're getting these kind of breaks, he'll call a timeout to get everyone cooled down a little bit. Defenses will play a little tighter. These they're kind of leaving some guys right in front of the net, which is not their game.
Yeah, you don't normally see guys wide open, uncovered.
No.
So.
Rieger and Benning like to play man to man, or Rieger's case woman to man. You never see wide open guys. Forward might need to drop down to help a little bit.
Delgado trying to make something happen. Slashed, and they got a slash coming up. We got a penalty on the play. There were no penalties in the first game between these teams, and this will be the first one of the series. Slash is the call. That was easy. We could see that up here. 85. Savoy. So with 5:36 left, this is an important time for them to get a goal back.
Yeah, they need a goal here. We're going to get the best guys out in the rink right now. Delgado will probably drop down while Benning will play deep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them send a third man at this point. Especially with the extra guy. Oh, here's a good chance. Backhand Kelly. And good pad save, John Frieda. Oganowski. Oh, he lost it. Kelly.
Nice steal by Kelly there. Pass it back to Benning.
Good work to create some space.
Ooh,
Fluttered wide. Side of the net.
Tough shot there.
Points are open, and they try and jam it in. That's somewhat. That play always gets me in roller and even deck hockey. You come around the net like that, you've got 2 point men wide open, nobody's covering them, and you force it into the middle where a center is covered by 2 blue shirts.
Oh, and it's so hard because everyone's tying you up.
So I'm not sure why you wouldn't just send it back in that case.
Yeah.
Clearly he thought he saw something else.
They're trying to get the bounce, I think, just to kind of an unlucky bounce off somebody.
And just like that right there, John Frito had to be alert. I think they heard you up here.
Yeah,
it went off Matt Lucas, number 63 there, the big guy. And John Frito made the pad save. Oganowski knocks it down.
By Kelly.
On his backhand, forehand.
Oh,
shoots. What a pad save.
Nice save. Benning blocks it, keeps it in play. Delgado comes up. Pass to Demonska and comes off the end of the stick.
Delgado gets it back though.
Demonska's wide open.
We know he'll use the point or bring it back smartly so he keeps it control of it, but he had it His pocket picked. Benning helps out. Good pass to Kelly. Kelly's got a man there. He gets it to him.
Didn't get everything on it.
No. Didn't get a good shot away.
Brings it to the corner. Ooh.
Monska.
Ooh, almost a hooking there.
Cowett encouraging the players to move the ball. One thing about Cowett.
And lifts it high to the other side. Kelly goes to the corner.
The thing about Cowett, he's a very vocal official.
Oh, yeah.
They tried to stuff it home. Are they going to try again? A couple of good opportunities.
Hopstacker, yeah. They're getting the shots now. Just got to keep doing that. And good things will happen.
So you got to think, as they start to generate a few chances here, will the Eagles wear down a little bit? That's something to look and see in the third period. As the game goes on, they've got to use their
game.
Yep.
The guy has the stamina to literally outskate you.
Delgado saw Mumblo on that play, and then it ended up hitting an Eagles player. Now it's a 2-on-1. Mumblo's down low. Gets the ball across, but he skated by it.
A little bit of a mishandle there.
Delgado the one-timer. Gianfrido the save.
Pressure coming on.
Rieger plenty of time.
Penalty's over.
So they weren't able to tell.
Right. They're lucky there was some errant passes as well by the Eagles.
Delgado.
Right up to Cody. Cody's going to dance right here.
Stick save. John Cody, he's a big man, but you claim he can dance.
He's got hands. I've seen him leave defenders looking stupid.
I don't know if I want to see him dance, though. I got to be honest. No offense to Mr. Cody. He's got hands, but let's leave the dancing somewhere else. Delgado, the shot, glove save, rebound. Mumblo is there.
In the skates.
So is Gianfrido, though, to cover.
His eyes.
Minute 59 to go, second period. While we have a moment, we should mention tonight's game is sponsored by Dude Wipes, the disposable wipe product manufactured by Dude Products, a personal care brand based in Chicago. Dude Wipes was featured on an episode of Shark Tank earlier this year as they secured a deal with billionaire Mark Cuban. Dude Wipes, saving the world one dude at a time.
Back to the action.
Center, it's a 2-on-2. No, it's not. Turn over to Cody. Cody gives a look. Cody.
They're staying right.
Now that's a good move. You keep him going to his backhand side. That's smart by the Eagles because he can't get that forehand shot off.
Yeah, no, that's where he's got all his danger. You cannot get the backhand up. But
another good play by Jim Sosha, 94. Millen shoots. Good pad save by Hunter. Try to stuff it in there, the short side.
Through Cody's feet. Just couldn't get there. Rieger coming up pressuring you. Right to Benning. Tough bounce. These boards here, you never know with them.
That shot blocked by Benning. So Benning recovered for himself and deflected the ball.
We're playing much better hockey.
But you're right, he didn't angle it properly, else it would have been a 2-on-1 for the Allies.
Yeah.
So.
Just when you think these boards are going to be active, they're dead.
Face off to the goaltender's left, and the Allies control it. Oganowski.
That comes up.
Here's Kelly.
Keeps it.
Kelly, they're all over him.
Yeah.
They're double teaming him. And
I think they're using their speed against them too.
But you have to credit the Eagles in that if you're the Eagles, and Christian, you play the other side here, why wouldn't you let somebody else beat you? You double team Kelly, you double team Cody.
Yeah.
Let somebody else beat you.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm the Eagles, that's my game plan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and,
like double team Kelly, let someone like me beat you, and then
or attempt to, right? Right. Versus the natural scorer.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you will skate around. You might as well just get the ball away from him as much as you can.
34 seconds left. It'd be nice for the Allies to tally a late one. Instead, the Eagles tally a late one. And just like that, this game is slowly getting out of reach. It's now 6-1. I don't know if Savoy's going to get credit. He took the shot from the point. 85. And this one's going the other way. It's 6-1 Eagles.
So back at center. You're going to need to score fast.
It's a complete opposite of game one.
Yeah.
So I guess it's best that if this stands true, it becomes a best of one because each team dominated one game.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Both games in the regular season were really close. So
correct. And neither, yep, very competitive. Neither one of these have been competitive, surprisingly.
Weird how that works.
Shot on Gianfrido the save. Oh, that was, I think, but Cowett lost sight of it as he was on the other side of the net, and he thought Gianfrido had it.
Yeah, Dean probably couldn't make the call from down there.
Well, that's the other official's responsibility to yell loose.
Yeah.
That's what he should be doing. 1 second left. They're going to pull the goalie, but they need a miracle. And they got it towards the goal, did Brett Kelly, as time runs out in the period. Not a good one for the Allies. The Eagles had a 3-1 lead after one, and they only added to it with goals by Millen, Lucas, and Savoy. So this becomes a 6-1 game, and I'm something you mentioned in the second period I was going to allude to. You're right. I'm surprised at the way the period went. Delgado did not use his timeout.
No, yeah, usually, especially after. 30 seconds left, he wouldn't call it. But
after the fourth or fifth goal,
yeah, I'm surprised. Usually he calls a timeout by then just to settle everybody down. Everyone's starting to get frustrated especially after such a bad goal.
The fourth goal especially, just one of those bouncers over Hunter.
Exactly.
Frustrated. You saw him react.
Yeah, usually he calls a timeout there. I mean, it wouldn't be surprised right now he's thinking about changing up the lines because we're kind of stale right now. Maybe put Cody and Brett together just to get the two top scorers on and see what they can do.
So another thing we were alluding to in that period was the fact that it looked like the Allies were starting to try to use their speed a little bit, were generating more offense than they did the first period.
Yeah.
And it showed in the shot total, 12-12 that period. Despite being outscored 3-0, the shots were 12-12. Two-period total, 27-17. So...
George's been playing stellar in net right now. You can't...
Yeah, Joycelyn's on her game. So...
Yeah, it looks like...
Kelly will start it off against Millen.
Same lines. Defensively, it's going to be Delgado and Rieger. That's the only thing that changes.
In third period action now underway. Dean Cornelio, Christian Recinos, and Brian Freeman behind the camera for us. F1 roller hockey, game 2 of the finals. Allies won game 1, 10-1. Game 2 in favor of the Eagles right now, 6-1, trying to tie the series and force a decisive game 3. Millen with Delgado on him. Kelly's man cut in.
Trickles in, Delgado in the corner.
Joey couldn't clear. Millen scores.
Right.
Keith.
Hunter's frustrated.
You can't blame him.
Calls timeout. Get him to calm down. He's just going to let in more goals at this point.
And you're right, for his first playoff game, it's getting equally more
Exactly.
aggravating for Millen. That's his second of the game. The assist to Raymond. Here's Kelly trying to get one back for the Allies. Millen picked his pocket and sent the ball up to his teammate here on the wing. Kelly takes the shot and he scores.
Beautiful shot by Kelly. He answers right back.
He gets one back. That was only 14 seconds later, so that's a quick answer. But it's now 7-2.
Got Kelly with 2 goals. We need the other guys to start doing something too. Let's see if they can answer. Joey, one
Delgado.
Passes around.
Poked. He's got Rieger with him. Joey behind the net trying to create space for himself. Immediately, when you come behind the net and the guy chases, you go out the other way, you've got an odd man rush. And here's Delgado all the way up.
That's what he's trying to do.
That's it. He created that lane for himself to get all the way up. Didn't get much on the shot, but tried to put it right between the legs, between the pads of Gianfrido, who covered it up.
Yeah. Hopefully trying to do what Kelly did and get in the 5-hole again.
Delgado had 2 goals the first game. Nearly got one there.
Getting up the center. Ooh, right off the glove. Nice save.
We should mention Kelly here with the ball. Kelly's been on fire in the playoffs. He had 5 goals and an assist in game 1. That was after 4 goals and 2 assists in the semis against the Red Wings. Now another 2-goal evening for himself. In 3 games, he has 11 playoff goals. Pass across, Oganowski scores.
Another defensive
That was
breakdown.
too easy for himself.
Yeah.
He had the whole open side.
Defense is not playing well tonight. They left him wide open.
It's now 8-2.
That was a no wins for Oganowski.
And for Oganowski, that's the hat trick. He had 14 regular season goals, as I mentioned, so second on the team in goals. His son would be proud. Skylar's not here tonight. Usually he's here watching. He takes in as much roller hockey as he can. He's definitely a student of the game. Oganowski, Rieger defending. And all you got to do now if you're the Eagles is just ball control.
Yeah, they're keeping Cody just staying down there.
Yeah, they got to.
Playing back.
They're trying to spread it the floor, which is at this point a good plan. But what do you have to lose, right?
Saved by Hunter.
Under the stop on Savoy. Under 9 minutes to play in regulation. Savoy's open. A little late to get it to him now. Oganowski in the back door. Another breakdown. And a great stop by Hunter on that one. Got the glove on it. Now he'll cover. And Cowett blows the whistle. And the faceoff will occur to the goalie's right. So, if anything, it might be difficult to come back from 6 goals in 8 minutes, but at this point, you're the Allies. You got to be thinking, build some momentum towards Game 3.
Yeah.
If you're that would be the message you would think at this point.
Learn what you can do. Maybe mix up the lines now. See what maybe what could be better matchups. It seems like these players are playing better for the Eagles than they were playing in Game 1 and in the rest of the playoffs. It's probably their best game in all the playoffs so far.
Yeah.
Their top scorers.
Backhander on goal, easily stick the side. That was Monska. And sent down again. I think they'll just be content now with a 6-goal lead. And up and down.
Yeah.
We should mention, should the Eagles get one more goal, this is going to go to running time.
You don't want that.
It's that's a 7-goal difference. But that's what it was in the first game.
Yeah.
In the Allies' favor. Hunter the save. And here's Benning. Jim reverses it. Delgado. Joey.
Ooh,
Tripped up, and we're going to get a penalty call on 23.
Ooh, Cody gets tied up. Wide open. Have to score here or else.
So, 23 frustrated, but when you're up that many in this type of game, anything close is going to get called. So, Delgado draws the penalty. Second power play tonight for the Allies. They couldn't do anything with the first one.
Delgado, too.
Joey taking center here. And he's calling a timeout first. So, as he calls a timeout, they get a full minute timeout here in the playoffs. So, clearly, as you mentioned, must score here.
Oh, have to.
So, are they setting up? Do they have a design? Are they setting up a play? What is he conveying to?
He's just trying to set up the lines, trying to see what's going to be the best scoring. He definitely wants Brett out there since he's got both goals. Brett came in with Casey. They're friends, and so
they know where each other are.
They play well with each other.
Yeah.
I'm going to guarantee Delgado wants to be out there.
Well, he was lining up at center. We thought he was going to take the draw.
Exactly.
So
here's John, the one calling the timeout.
So it looks like, Mumblo, Kelly, Benning's still out there, but we'll see if he remains because he's more defensive minded. You need scoring at this point. You gotta get the offensive minded players. Even if it's a third forward at the point, why wouldn't you at this time?
Might as well. You just score.
So why not put Cody or one of these other guys out at the point for the shot.
Exactly.
So, but it's going to be Delgado. Benning stays out. Maybe Cody's tired, not sure. But I'm surprised not to see their leading scorer on the floor, aside from Kelly. Their regular season leader, not out there. Delgado will take the face-off. And it's Kelly, and so Delgado lines up at center. Kelly lined up at a defensive position. Benning plays the ball back to him.
Kelly also, yeah.
So Kelly will carry it up. Delgado looking for the give and go here. Millen anticipated that nicely. Broke it up, and then it went straight across the crease. Kelly, he's got a good shot. He takes it.
I've never seen Brett do a slapper.
Normally he'll carry it in, huh?
Yeah.
He'll make a move.
Hey, first time you got to keep him on your toes. It's a championships.
Well, you mentioned changing up the lines a little bit. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Generate something.
If Delgado brings back Mumblo and goes up forward for the rest of the game.
Top the circle. Delgado shoots wide open net. Kelly, another jam at it, and John Frito
Nice save. Oh,
able to cover.
rough break, couldn't get the wide open net.
Jocelyn able to lay across and cover that short side, which is what Kelly was aiming for.
Yeah.
6:36 to play in the third. 38 seconds
A goal a minute
on the power play.
Still definitely possible.
Millen wins the face-off cleanly. Gets it back, a nice smart play, and sent down the deck. Smart, pretty textbook hockey from the Eagles.
Eagles aren't even playing up anymore. They're on the Allies.
They don't need to, up 8-2. But
Nice
Kelly,
pressure.
shot blocked
Got it right in the way.
and cleared to center. It's Benning. Under 10 seconds left on the power play. Delgado trying to find a hole. Plays into the corner. He had Kelly coming this way, though. Players out of the box.
Oh, right to Delgado. Oh,
And Delgado,
can't get
two
it in.
bangs at it. Joey wants that one back.
Beautiful saves by Joey.
Oganowski, and it's Delgado.
Tied up. And
Shoots.
Shot off. Alex cannot get it in the net.
Joey's had 3 good chances down here. Delgado will get another good chance that Joycelyn made the save on. And a whistle. So John Frito weathers the storm. The end of the power play, and now after it concluded, and Delgado frustrated, you could see him head down and
Exhausted.
well, that part of that too.
Yeah.
Clearly.
He's been playing a good, better part of this period.
So 5:31 to play. Allies 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Cody's back out. He had a good long rest.
Yeah.
And look out, Oganowski going for his fourth. Cutting in. Backhander, Hunter the save. Delgado. Nice look across. And they fanned on it. That's another, again, 2-on-1 low. Oganowski shoots high. He had Lucas there. Here's Lucas with it now. Shot on, deflected, rebound. Oganowski shoots right from the face-off dot. Another to Lucas. Stick save, Hunter. Now Delgado. Under 5 minutes to go. Allies really struggling to clear the zone. But it's been a 3-on-2. So.
Yeah, keeping Cody down there. Oh.
And here's a break. Cody by himself.
Back.
Shoots. Another try.
He puts it in.
And finally, Cody.
Not the best goal, but
Second attempt. So it's 8-3 now as Cody tallies. I'm surprised the Eagles didn't have somebody back. You don't need goals. Why would, when you know they're hanging a player that deep, you got to be smarter
about it. Trying to run time, or they're running up the score, which there's only 2 options you got there.
8-7 or 11-3, you're going to win. So
The Allies need a miracle right now to win.
Oganowski gets the pass. Benning on him with Rieger. Oganowski smartly should bring it back, and he will. Cody's still hanging low.
Eagles are keeping somebody back.
Yep. Well, hopefully you don't want to get burned twice if you're the Eagles, but here's Monska.
2-on-2.
Shot on. Gianfrido, the save, plays it to the corner. Under 4 minutes to go in regulation. Oganowski shoots.
Shoots high.
Off the shoulder, potentially.
Brings it back around. Now it's burn time.
Monska knocked it down. Millen steps on for Oganowski.
I think Cody should have chased after that.
Savoy dings it off the post.
Got a 3-on-2 with one coming.
Monska shoots. Gianfrido covers. So Dion, Lowe's play dead. 3:25 left. So this looks like it's going to go to a decisive game 3 for all the marbles and the F1 title. These are the top 2 teams in the division, and it shows. Good battle. Hunter the fake. Delgado takes it. Joey. What I like, though, is the Allies haven't shown any quit either.
No.
So they've continued to come at them.
And that's the best thing about them. That's why I like playing for the Allies. Is,
and that shot goes in. Millen.
You didn't see that, or?
Well, he didn't go down, so there was a low shot that went 5-hole on him. It doesn't look like he would have seen that. So the Eagles, it's 9-3. Millen with his 30 now has a hat trick. Savoy the assist. So a couple hat tricks for Oganowski and Millen. No surprise there. These are 2 guys that have led this team.
Millen's been due too. Like we were saying earlier, he's only gotten 1 goal.
Right. So this is not the opportune time for the Allies, though, for him to get going.
Absolutely not.
Kelly trying to answer. He's had a hat trick the last few games. He wants to get another hattie. He's got 2. Played into the corner. Still digging, still trying. And cleared down.
1-on-1 right now.
A little lack of communication there between the goaltender and Rear. Millen sent to the boards. Delgado plays it by the defender. Savoy, 2-on-1. 3-on-1. Kelly.
Nope.
Great chance for the 3-on-1 there for the Allies. Benning hit the stick of Millen. Could create a chance for the Eagles. Good play on the back check.
Got one on him.
Kelly. Hunter will leave it for Benning. Showing confidence in his defenseman. At least Benning didn't come back in front and put it in the net again.
Exactly.
So Hunter's giving him another chance. A little over a minute and a half to go. Put to the sideboards by Benning. Here's a shot and covered as
not even playing right now.
Millen nearly able to poke it in because Hunter didn't go down.
Nope.
So 1:18 left. Again, while we have a moment, tonight's game sponsored by Dude Wipes, disposable wipe product, manufactured by Dude Products, personal care brand based in Chicago. Dude Wipes was featured on an episode of Shark Tank earlier this year. They secured a deal with billionaire Mark Cuban. Dude Wipes, saving dudes, saving the world one dude at a time. Oganowski off the draw.
10 seconds to go.
Yep, minute and change. Cowett, it hit a skate. Oganowski centers.
Looks like the Eagles are still trying to score.
Yeah, they are. I think they're trying to send a message for next game too that they're not going to back down. They're not going to play nice because apparently in the first game, you just got to look at the stats.
Yeah.
The Allies didn't exactly stop scoring either.
No, they didn't.
So why would you expect
they? Yeah.
the Eagles to stop scoring? So again, that first game was 10-1. Now it's 9-3 the other way.
Hopefully in Game 3, Allies can redeem themselves. Not have so many tough
Open
breaks.
net.
There's, I'm going to say half those goals are tough breaks. This will be a completely different game.
There's at least three of them that you can think of. So, you look at that, it's 9-3, that makes it 6. That's a totally different, outlook on things. Oganowski, goaltender's down, and a pad save. Oganowski didn't lift it. I don't know if he noticed that Hunter was down before he shot it.
Right.
20 to go.
I think he just threw it on net anyway.
Final seconds ticking down, and that is going to do it in this one. So,
Trading game for the Allies.
definitely a disappointing effort after all of the hype, all the excitement generated off that Game 1 win, and knowing how well the Eagles were in the regular season, thinking, wow, we really outplayed them in Game 1.
For sure.
And then to come back with this, and a thud of a game, if you will, where they took over in the first period. The Allies scored first, and then it was all downhill.
Yeah.
Kelly got the Allies on the board, and then it was the Oganowski and Millen show with a hat trick each. And that's it. Welcome back as we wrap it up here from Plainville Indoor Sports Arena. And again, frustrating for the Allies all the way around. From the goaltender, and it's the goaltender's first playoff game, you could sense his frustration. The team in front of him, defensively, not as strong as what you're used to seeing.
No, there were a couple mistakes that I saw that didn't need to be made. Obviously, with Benning,
Right.
And he put it on his own net.
Right.
Opening guys on the other side. That's not what we usually do. So that's on the. A lot of those goals were off rebounds.
And then, what do you think offensively tonight? I mean, you got 10 goals the first game. You keep the lines together.
I know.
You keep the lines together. And now they come back and only get 3. What do you think happens in Game 3? What does Delgado, what do the Allies do? Do they stick with these lines, hoping that it gets them through, or do you kind of go back to the drawing board?
I mean, we always have said stick with what works. Like, if it works, then why break? I mean, I think they just had a rough game today. Like, Benning and Rieger have been playing together forever.
Right.
I would definitely say that Monska and Cody are a new line. I don't think they really ever played together, but Mumblo and Kelly they know each other for a while. So
Right.
I think the lines were good. It's just a tough break.
So, but again, as we mentioned during the game, that's why you get a chance to mess up one game.
Exactly.
Because it's a best out of 3. So, that's going to wrap it up from here, from Plainville Indoor Sports Arena. Again, we thank you for joining us. For Brian Freeman behind the camera, we thank him. Christian, it was a pleasure.
My pleasure.
I'm
Thank you.
Dean Cornelio. Good night from Plainville. Once again, tonight's final.
Good night.
It wasn't close. Eagles 9, Allies 3. It comes down to a best of 1 for the F1 championship. Good night, everybody.
Good night.